Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. Let's just give the realm of the mad god guys a minute. I know you want to shout at me. I know you want to be mad. You want to be angry. That's okay. I understand. I understand why you're angry at me. You can throw the hatred out. It's okay. I'm here. You can be angry. The amount of people in the chat that were like, Josh, he doesn't even know the lore. I'm like, yeah, the game hasn't told me. Like, yeah, it's got lore on Wikipedia. I'm like, okay, is it relevant? Does it matter? Is the lore in any way connected to the gameplay that I experienced? Is it going to explain the lore naturally to me, or do I need to go and look it up? The fact that the game has something, it needs to be relevant to the game. It needs to be relevant to the thing. Monkey cannot figure out how to play roguelikes. I can't. I mean, I played Gauntlet when I was a kid. They shouted warrior needs food badly, and I just immediately, I didn't know what to do. I just turned the game off straight away. Yes, when I got something wrong. I need to admit I got something wrong. I thought when it said soulbound, it would mean it was connected to you as a player, so you buy it and keep it. I was wrong. Apparently, when you buy the soulbound stuff, you lose it even if you die. And the reason I thought that soulbound would be connected to you as a player is there is no way that anyone could be stupid enough to buy enough microtransactions, enough loot boxes to open up a really powerful piece of item, die, and lose it permanently forever. Like, it didn't even cross my mind that anyone would be that dumb to do that. There is no way. I mean, there's predatory and there's predatory. I did not know that legendary items from a box would be lost if you die. That is ridiculously stupid. When it released, it explained things much better. Probably. Honestly, I've never been so grateful at your intro of playing the worst so you don't have to until seeing this game. You know what? It was fun. If you want to just turn your brain off for a bit and go and shoot some stuff, it's fine. It's not the worst MMO ever. I love the amount of people. This is what I really love. I love it and we'll get to the stream in a second. Don't worry, we've got a good stream for you today. What I love is when people say to me, your title's just clickbait. I'm like, okay, why did you click then? They're like, because I needed to tell you. I needed to tell you the title was clickbait. Okay, so you're smart enough to work out that the title was inflammatory and emotionally charged. Yes, I am. So why did you click the title then if you knew that's what I was trying to do? Because I had to tell you that I knew that's what you were trying to do. Right, look, there's levels of people that you aim at. People think that clickbait attracts people who aren't smart enough to work out that it's clickbait. That's not entirely true. Emotional titling, which is what I do because I suggest a question and then answer the question. Clickbait is when you suggest something or you intrigue the audience, but then you don't actually answer the question that you ask. You don't actually supply the intrigue that you claim in the title. I do something different. I emotionally title, which means people have an emotional reaction to clicking on it, and then I give you a video based on the emotional title. When people come over to me and say, I know what you're trying to do, you're just trying to get me to watch. I'm like, okay, if you know that, why are you watching? Because I need you to know that I know. The amount of people that comment down below, they comment saying, oh my god, your title is just pure emotional manipulation. I'm like, yeah, and the objective was to get a comment, which you did. The fact that you want to come in and tell me that I'm wrong is okay. That's totally okay. You want to pop in and tell me that I'm wrong, that's fine. I'll just do that Scrooge McDuck thing of jumping into a huge pool of gold coins. That's the plan. I'll never lie to you. I've told you this. I will never lie to you. Now, from one game, Realm of the Mad God, to another. If you were here last stream, you know that we're about to finish off a game. We're about to finish something off. And it's less of a game, more of an experience, more of a lifestyle, more of a kind of transcending moment in our lives. Who was here last stream? Because you guys know. You guys totally understand. Let me explain. You guys ready for this? I got halfway through the game last time. Let's play the intro movie. If you weren't here last week, you need the intro movie for this game. Here we go. I'll play the intro movie for you. You all ready? Who knew that there is an official KFC dating sim. This is not some fan-made project. This is an... Someone's just commented, bye. If you want to leave, cowards can leave. This is the moment when the men get divided from the boys. This is the moment when you get to stand up. This is the moment. I believe the Rudyard Kipling poem goes, if you can risk it all on one game of pitch and toss and lose and start again at your beginnings and also play the KFC dating sim, then yours is the earth and everything in it. And what's more, you'll be a man, my son. It's not in the actual official poem, but it's heavily implied that this is where... and woman, yes. It's heavily implied. If you read between the lines, that's what it what gets to. Hey, George, hey, chat. Someone was like, Jesus Christ, look, I love you, Colonel Sanders. That's the name of the game. We played this last stream. There is a JoJo reference. There is our Ashley, our nemesis. There was Clank, the cleaning equipment thing. Professor Dog, and we were trying to flirt with Colonel Sanders, weren't we? So let us continue this beautiful experience. I guess the Skyrim playthrough is over. No, it's not. The Skyrim playthrough is taking a short hiatus. Oh yeah, there was the dead student. Oh yeah, we killed a guy, didn't we? We straight up killed a guy. We did, there was a poison guy. It was Van the Man. He poisoned a dude, didn't he? Yeah, that was what happened. If you are here expecting a serious stream, or if you're here because you're mad about Realm of the Mad God, that's fine. Just if you could save your rage until after, message me on Discord. Message me your rage messages. I'll read them all later. I'll make a big compilation. It'll be great. So this is a Western Yandere sim, pretty much. Pretty much. Here we go. First time chat. Hello there. Hello there. Welcome, Coroni. I'm sorry that you have to see this, but you've chosen to be here. Here we go. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark, and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, Colonel, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. People are like, we already did this. Look, this is like a recap. This is the recap bit of the anime. That's what happens in the anime. You know, you finish watching the episode of the anime. When you start the next episode, you get like a little short bit of the end of the previous one. This is, just go with it. Sliced bread, thank you for the Prime sub. This is the content that you want. See? I know this. Am I really going to be cosplaying as Colonel Sanders? I might do. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. What have I tuned into? You have tuned into the greatest Twitch stream. Here we go. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Josh. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. Oh, it's Jojo. He just jumps up. Where's the music? Hang on, let me get the music in for you guys. I think I can. I should be able to put the music up very, very slightly. The music will be there when the boss kicks in. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. Van the Man, this guy here. He is... Athena, you've asked several times, have I done a no-clothes photo shoot, and can you ask source? The answer is yes, I did, back when I was in university, studying performing arts and doing a modelling section. And the source is going to be probably somewhere on one random camera back in university somewhere. If you find them, let me know. That'd be a great start to the OnlyFans. But time for research. You can, go and dig through the old records. I'm sure you'll find something somewhere. So the reason that Van is definitely a JoJo reference is because he has a star in his hair and the colour is platinum, so it's literally star platinum. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. He is so inspirational. God damn! Hey, no, you, shut up. I'm the only one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Van, are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. We never learned the dude's name. We never learned it. His name was Student, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure his name was just Student. Forget him, we're talking about me. Me, I'm the hero. The Spork monster! Oh yeah, remember this? The Spork monster appeared? I think now we get the, hang on. Now we get the music. Let me turn it up. Here it is. You guys ready for the Spork monster? Now we are here. What kind of JoJo is this? The best JoJo. We will not let harm come to another student, except for that ghost kid. I kinda dropped the ball on that one. Be afraid, be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? Before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do? Who has just... Someone's got a memory. Who has just joined the stream now? Just out of curiosity. If I survive the reaction to the Asmon stream, I can watch this. Sadly me. I understand. I understand that people have just joined in. Now, we did this last time. We did, from what I remember, attack, defend, attack. I think that's what we did. So we're going to go attack, defend, attack. We're going to use Cook with Love to do 1 damage. The attack upsets Spork Monster. Spork Monster attacks us and spits hot gravy at us. And then we do attack again. Yeah, we'll Cook with Love, and then we'll defend when the Spork Monster charges up. The Spork Monster will charge up in a second. Yes, drawing in energy, and now we defend. See? We will use Trepidation Defense. You hold your head between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening, this is not happening." Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack. They use Utilitensile. We take 2 damage. Guys, we are in trouble now. If you take much more, you're not going to survive the battle. Let's attack. We will go on the attack. We will Cook with Love once more. We are damaging this boss. Is his face an Evangelion reference? I think everything in this game is a reference to something else. Yeah, this is the blob. You know what? We went through the cube. This is the blob that I was telling you in the video to all be scared of. This is the blob. Spork Monster prepared for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. But then Colonel Sanders shows up. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Hot Pie Power Punch. Literally 1 punch, man. That's what he's doing. Hot Pie Power Punch does 10 damage. And we defeat the Spork Monster. Where does the staff keep coming from? We discussed this last time. You know exactly where it keeps coming from. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Now, do we finish him? Or do we spare this wretched beast? Why is Henry Cavill playing the KFC dating sim? I mean, once you've played Superman, once you've played Sherlock, Enola Holmes' dad, once you've played The Witcher, there's very little else to do. I thought it's the best thing to do now. Now, I'm pretty sure we spared him last time. However, it's a different group of viewers. You guys may not have been here last time, so let's take a vote. Let's take a poll, shall we? Do we kill him, or do we spare him? You have 1 minute. The poll is starting now. You can vote. There we go. Henry Cavill, stop. Yes. Eventually I decided to... I decided that, once I'd played all the characters I wanted to play, my real passion lies in dating sims. That's what it is. How dare. Henry Cavill is more Chad. I mean, no one's denying that. No one is going to deny that. I know this. I know exactly where I sit in the hierarchy of human beings in the world. If you ordered Henry Cavill from Wish, I would turn up. That's what I know. If you really, basically, if you wanted to make like a Superman film, but you didn't have any budget, you'd be able to get me. That's how it works. 50-50 and you restart the game. No, we're not doing 50-50. We are not doing 50-50. When someone goes, hey, guys, I was going to bring you Henry Cavill, but I was also going to bring you Richard Hammond, and unfortunately I tripped, and the Henry Cavill got a bit of Richard Hammond on him, and it's all kind of mixed together. This is the result. I'm aware of this. Like, if there was like a Superman-based MMO Top Gear, I'd be able to host it fine. That's my niche. I know that's where I fit. Okay, so, right, we've got 122 for kill him, 121 for spare him. Don't do this. Don't. I know that some of you have probably seen the 3.5 hour clip. Some of you were probably here for the 3.5 hour clip when we had the whole 50-50 votes. We're not doing it. No. That's not how to kill him. Fine. We will kill him. We will finish him off. No student will ever walk the quad in fear again. This monster messed with the wrong chef. Attack. You ready? Your final attack. You'll never survive my student debt loan destruction. Wow. Little bit close to the truth there, KFC. A little bit on the nose. Student loan debt destruction does 10 damage. Spork monster is completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks on in awe. You continue to surprise me, Josh. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells, with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it is Borco. Borco. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realise that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away, without any energy to keep your eyes open. Darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. What in the seven hells do my eyes witness? Welcome to one of the greatest video games ever made. I love you, Colonel Sanders. I'm convinced Josh just goes to sleep with a vest and is now morphed into a part of his flesh. It is. You know the episode of Doctor Who where the kids, the monsters meet the kid in the gas mask, and the gas mask becomes like the monster's face because it thinks that's part of it? This is it. This is exactly it. Yeah, the whole Are You My Mummy episode. This is it. Have I seen The Batman? No, not yet. Not yet. I'm waiting until I can be bothered to leave the house. That's the honest, genuine reason. People are like, "Oh, have you not found time?" No, I just wake up and then decide to go for a nap, stroll downstairs, think I should go into town. Then I realise, nope, I've got croissants in the cupboard, I've got butter and jam, I've got Star Trek The Next Generation to watch, which I'm getting through, by the way. People often think that I don't do things because I'm too busy. No, just lazy, really. I saw a tweet that really resonated with me a few days ago. It said, hey, all the kids in school who were like gifted and talented and super smart and never had to work to do anything because they were able to just coast through, how you all doing now? And I thought, not great. It's true, isn't it? When you're at school. I'll tell you why. Because I've had to study this and I've had to teach this. If you're in the chat, it's good. Right, listen. If you're new to the Twitch stream, allow me to explain how this goes. The Twitch stream that you're on right now is a roller coaster. Sometimes it's in the middle. Sometimes it goes up and we have a good laugh and it's funny, but you can't stay there forever. You can't stay at the top forever. You can't be funny forever. So what I do in order to keep your expectations realistic is I occasionally go down into like a little depressive state and then we go back up. You've got to have those levels. You've got to have the variation. If you were a gifted or a talented kid, if you were able when you were young to just get most things correct and solve most problems without really thinking, here's what happens. You never learn how to learn. That's the biggest problem. You never actually develop the skills gained from failure. You never learn how to approach a situation that you failed at before. You always just succeed first time on everything and you get through school, and most teachers don't bother taking too much time to help you because you don't seem to need that much help. But then you leave school and you're faced with a situation you can't succeed at, you can't beat. And instead of thinking, right, I know exactly how to solve this problem, I've worked at this before, you just get to sit there thinking, I've got no idea what to do. My first attempt didn't work. Now I'm just going to sit here and fail. And then the mental health hits hard. That's what the problem is. Being gifted and talented as a kid basically means you get to coast through the only years of your life where you learn how to solve problems without learning how to solve problems, because nothing is a problem. And then when you get thrown into actual adult life and solving problems is pretty frickin' important, you don't know how to do it and there's no one around to help you learn. Are we all sad now? I need to check everyone in the chat's nice and sad. And once we're all sad, we can go back to the game, and even though the game is about to be average, it's about to seem better in comparison to where we were. Here we go. Never let it be said I'm not a professional. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel you're covered. Should we do the rest of this David Attenborough style? I just feel that we should. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. And that was the cast of the game, Riding Chicken. There we go. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild vision you had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really used blank. And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? Can you do Kurzgesagt too? We'll do some Kurzgesagt at some point. At the minute, we're straying more into... What's that game? The Stanley Parable. And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret. The secret ingredient is chicken. Yeah. No one remembers this. 11 herbs and spices lies. It's just salt, pepper, and really good chicken. They just feed the chicken all of the herbs and spices before they end up cooking it. That's the secret. The secret ingredient is crime. What a great show. It's probably just because he trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. I'm going to do the rest of this David Attenborough style. That's just how this stream is going. If you can't deal with that, you can leave now. It's okay. Where can I send you cash to buy your own bucket of KFC for the visual novel adventures? Red Sky, I've got a YouTube, I've got a Twitch, I've got a Patreon, I've got a PayPal. I'm going to have an OnlyFans. It's going to be great. The OnlyFans will just be me in a bathtub covered in chicken. I say covered in chicken. Chicken's quite expensive from KFC, so it won't be like covered. It'll be like 3 bits of chicken. That's what it'll be. Right? Where is the OnlyFans? It's happening, all right? Josh Strife Gaze, it's going to be made eventually. We're getting there. You all thought that Josh Strife Gaze was going to be the OnlyFan. It's not. Gaze is just me staring at the camera. Gazing at you. That's what that channel's about. The Josh Strife Metaverse is happening. Why is it just for gays? Women don't look at pictures. Don't be silly. Girls don't do that. Girls read those books that you find in airport waiting lounges. Girls go to the Mills and Boone section of Waterstones. Right? Don't try and lie to me. There are no girls on the internet. Remember that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like. I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. It's canon. Miriam banged a robot. Just deal with that. KFC... I know that everything in the world is messed up right now. I know that. There's a lot of terrible things going on. But I just want you to remember that we live in the actual timeline where you can legally say, and be completely correct, KFC officially wrote a dating sim where a girl bangs a kitchen appliance. We live in that timeline. A lot of stuff is messed up, but you can say that, and it's correct. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He taught me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to. And he was also the convertible that he himself rode to. In the front of that was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. Wow, I see. Colonel Sanders is basically Chuck Norris in this. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooking language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? Hello, Josh. This is my first time here after watching many of Josh's videos. I came in pursuit of RPG content and to have meaningful discussions about it, so can someone explain what this is? Grand King, this is the end game of RPGs. Where do you think RPGs eventually... Look, when you play a game, you want to play another game better than the previous one, and you want to slowly step your way up. So you start by playing Baldur's Gate. It's a pretty good game. It's a good RPG. Then you go to Baldur's Gate 2. That's a better game. It's a better RPG. Then you go to Fortnite. That's a better game. That's a better RPG. Then you go to Barbie Race and Ride, and you start to look for all the little things, and ultimately, as you climb the ladder, you always, no matter where you start, end up at I Love You, Colonel Sanders. That's where you end up. This is what peak role-playing looks like. Well, we definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Oh no, she likes us, but we like Colonel Sanders. Oh my goodness, the triangle evolves. Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Where is Rufus in the triangle? Rufus is the fourth corner of a triangle. That's the best way to explain who he is and why no one likes him. Rufus is the fourth corner of the triangle. However, you don't tell her that you know a second ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, just said that. Secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. My god, this is not what I was expecting to watch today. Well, newbie souls, sometimes you need to expect the unexpected. Welcome to the KFC dating simulator. So, this summer while I was on vacation, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was working. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favour, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavour was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. Miriam smuggled drugs from a country. Miriam, it was cocaine. That's what it was. It was opium. They weren't flowers, they were roses. Alright, they were seeds. You are wanted in several countries. You are on many watch lists. You can't fly anywhere. If you go to certain countries and certain parts of Mexico, you'll get shot. Miriam, you have no idea how serious what you've done is. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Miriam, I am not going to contact your drug mule friend and tell him that I know how to make great chicken. Sometimes I say a sentence in life and I have to take a second to work out all the decisions that I've made that get me to this point. Like, I wanted to be an actor. I was on stage. I was on theatre stage. And now I'm playing I Love You, Colonel Sanders. Life likes to throw a curveball at us every now and again, doesn't it? Cough, Fibber, cough. Please, 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 it would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's a time for a poll. So, do we share the truth or do we make it up? Let's find out. Do not 50-50 this, you absolute cretins. Alright? I love and respect all of you apart from the ones that I don't. Like, you, specifically you're great. Everyone else, complete dick. That's the truth of this stream. So I do not want you to 50-50 this. This is not happening. He likes me. Yeah, you. I was talking to all of you. You don't 50-50 this. Croutons instead. Josh said I'm great. Vote for 50-50. Don't do it. I'm trying to play a game here, guys. You're ruining. You're really ruining something that we've got going on here. It's really good, and I don't want this to keep happening. You know how I keep smiling, and I keep laughing, and I'm having a good time on the outside. Inside, I'm just straight up not having a good time because I'm looking at the thing and I'm seeing 151%. Screw you. Screw all of you. Failures. That's what you are. Failures. You've brought dishonour on your entire family. Every single one of you for 3 generations. How would your family feel if they walked in and saw you watching some random English guy playing the KFC dating sim? The situation that you're in right now takes a lot of explaining. Make it up. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about it was Eye of Newt? I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Is that a RuneScape reference? I've never played this game. Have they put a RuneScape reference in the KFC dating sim? Because Eye of Newt is one of the ingredients you need for the Witch's Potion quest. That's amazing. That's actually fantastic. Do RuneScape know? Like, did Jagex know? Someone let Jagex know that there is a RuneScape reference in the KFC dating sim. That's insane. Eye of Newt? Wow. Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity, and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel's. Why is he on a horse? Maybe KFC ran out of chicken. Maybe that's what they're like. Hey guys, there's a pretty big chicken drumstick here. Colonel, that's a horse leg, okay? You don't sell horse meat, alright? You're not Asda. You need to get that down to the lasagna at Tesco's. That's where that belongs. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Stand back and admire his majestic glory or run to him. Right, I guess we're doing some more polling and you guys are giving me some more stuff. So, do we... Don't 50-50 this. Stand back and admire or run to him. There we go. We've got it. You guys get to vote. Stand in awe of the stallion. You just get to stare at his horse. And that's what we want to do. If someone finds me watching this, I'll change it to a furry video. It's easier to explain. Yeah, if any of you are watching this kind of in public, or on your phone, or in a library, or you're in your house and you got housemates or parents around, just like have porn on another tab. So if they walk in, you can switch, because it'd be much easier to explain. They walk in, they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. And you're like, oh no, my goodness, what are you doing? If they walk in, they see this, they're like, what are you doing? Then you have to turn, and there's a lot of backstory that I don't want you to go through for this. This is the one. Stop doing 50-50! Oh my god! Okay, 49, 51, 50-50, 147, 149. I'm not going to do anything unless it's actually like perfect to the number 50-50. That's the only thing I'll do it. Oh, 178, 177. So if one of you voted for run to him, you have just ruined this Twitch stream for everyone. Eye of Newt was from Macbeth. Yeah, but like, what came first, really? Macbeth or RuneScape? Really think about that. Because I'm pretty sure when I studied Shakespeare in university, and I did study Shakespeare, part of Shakespeare's life, in his diary, he spoke about his admiration for Saradomin. And I think that comes from... How many... Shakespeare probably had like a hardcore PKer, didn't he? I bet he did. I bet Shakespeare was a pure. I bet he just chopped trees. That's all he did. Yeah, I mean, maybe Shakespeare was Zazima. We don't know. Have you ever seen Shakespeare and Zazima in the same room at the same time? I haven't. Are you a Saradomist? I'll tell you what, I was a Saradomist right up until I met Saradomin in RuneScape, and I thought, wow, you're a bit of a dick. And then I thought, you know, I'm going to go and follow these other guys. These guys are cool. I'm going to go and follow the bird god. He was cool. I'm going to go and follow the Egyptian jackal dude. Yeah, he was nice. Eikthlarin, he was pretty sound. Yeah, everyone is a Saradomist right up until you meet Saradomin, then you realise Saradomin is just an actual dick. No one likes him. Right, so was it Run to Him? Run to Him won, didn't it? Was it Run to Him that won? I think it was. We're going to go with Run to Him. Or was it Stand Back and Admire? I genuinely can't remember what one. You guys are going to have to help me out here. It was Run to Him. You decide the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. You're running at a horse. Surely he'll sweep you onto the back of his stallion and you'll ride away together. That'll show her good. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel, instead of Captain, my Captain. However, your sudden movements surprise the horse, and it rears up, kicking you directly in the face. The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. "Ooh, Josh, I am here to deliver you a message. Can we please remember this is like an actual official game?" "Not this guy. It is important you remember this exactly as I say it." Oh, this is killing Delwith all over again. "If you forget, the world could end. So you know it's serious. I have been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. Is your name Beetlejuice? And that name is... But before he can continue, you suddenly awake. Oh, jeez. He didn't get to come back to life. Yeah, KFC's marketing team was higher than heaven. KFC's marketing team just walked into a field of weed, set it on fire, and over a weekend just knocked this game out. They couldn't even remember making it. That's how good this is. No one at KFC, higher management, even knows this exists. That's what it is. You awake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you. He roused you back to life with a sachet of secret spices. Or is that just his natural seasoned musk? Do we compliment the craftsmanships on the horse's shoes? Or do we go for it? Do we lean in for a kiss? Now, I know that you're going to want to 50-50 this. But let's be honest. You guys know what you want to have happen here. You want to 0-100 this. There's a poll right now. Do we compliment the craftsmanship on the horse's shoes, or do we lean in for a kiss? Some people have messaged me while I was doing the Realm of the Mad God saying, "Hey Josh, would you want to play Realm of the Mad God on Twitch and we can maybe come and help you out and show you how to play it properly?" And I replied, if you think I'm going to take these Twitch streams seriously, you're in the wrong place. You clearly haven't seen the kind of Twitch streams that we do. Realm of the Mad God might be fun, but I Love You Colonel Sanders is for life. Somehow they made him look 22 and 65 at the same time. Yeah, that's it. That's the true look of a daddy right there. 22 is old enough to be a dad, but 60 is old enough to be a daddy. That's the difference. That is the difference. He's a DILF. He's a straight up DILF. You walk into KFC, you ask for a DILF box, you just get given a box of chicken with his face on it. Lean in for a kiss. Here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. You've known him for a day. You really sure? I guess you must be. You put your arms around Colonel Sanders' neck and pull him in for a kiss. But he turns his face, and you awkwardly kiss his ear. You can feel him shudder. Too soon, you clearly mistook his compassion for love. Your soul crawls inside of itself, and you instantly die of embarrassment. You literally frickin' die of embarrassment. You actually die in the game because you embarrassed yourself too much. You know those situations in life when you just want the ground to open up and swallow you? That happened. I think we should try again. We're going to try again. Don't worry. It's okay. We're going to get there. And then student services expel you for sexual assault on the one teacher. All right, are we all the way back here? Are we... what? Okay, so we're going to just skip to where we were. Schools have an 80% mortality rate. Emotional damage is what it was. We're going to skip to where we were. And then, so, make up a fake ingredient. That was fine. Same questions as last time, don't worry. Then we run to him, which spooks the horse. We don't want to spook the horse. That was bad. We don't know the kid's name. And we don't lead him for the kiss, because that kills us. Now we compliment the craftsmanship. Maybe he shouldn't be riding a horse to school, and maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who was in the wrong here, but one thing is for sure. Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, like summoning a demon bad. They could die, or worse, get expelled. Oh gods, what the hell is this? Welcome, new viewers, to... Who is that a portrait of? I don't know, but it's really, really... It's just kind of unnerving, isn't it? The fact that it's just super... I don't even know if any of this stuff is correct on the board. It's so specific, isn't it? You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder. So that's Ashley, our enemy, and that is Van Van the Man-Man. I choked my tea at the Harry Potter reference. That is the KFC CEO. Apart from, some other days where that's the KFC CEO. He's varied. But he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? She's so good at insults. Make like a bee and mind your own wax. What a brilliant... Oh, got him. Just, oh man, I feel... It's not cringe. It is not cringe. It is Chad to the extreme. But, unfortunately, I have to put this game in your hands. Do we? So, tell them to stop. Or, pretend we don't care. But then try and get a closer look. Do we tell them to stop? Or if you keep voting 50-50, I'm going to take voting privileges away from you. I will turn this stream around. We will go back to Skyrim. Is that what you want? Do you really want to see Rufus again? And don't say yes, because no one actually does. Don't say yeah. Don't say yeah. You know what? You only want to see Rufus because you don't live with him. Your relationship to Rufus is kind of like an uncle or an auntie. You know where you can hang out with the kids when they're fun, and when they start being annoying little dicks, you can just give them back to their parents? That's the situation that you're in. The situation that I'm in is I'm his parent. I'm the one that people give him back to when he's being an annoying little shit. I'm the one that doesn't like him. The best relationship that you can have in your life, if you need to be like a father or a mother figure to a child, is when you're not their biological father or mother, or you're not responsible for them. Because then when they start being irritating, you can get rid of them. That's the cool thing. You just get rid of them. 154 to 153. 1 vote off. You all suck. Pretend we don't care. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Oh, burn! I feel hurt for that one. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it is they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the Spork monster. It's the Chickenomicon. That's what it is. It's a pipe bomb. I found the source of the ticking. I'm not voting. People are saying that I'm secretly voting to prevent 50-50. Look, there are 1,200 of you. There's one of me. My vote ain't gonna matter. You guys are making this happen. OMG, it's still looping, apparently. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book's a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall as well, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. Report Josh. What are we reporting me for? What am I being I need to know. I need to know, is it from fudging the dice rolls? Or is it for making sure it's not 50-50? Yeah, for some reason Rufus is in this game as well. Look, Pop. This character's name isn't Pop, this character's name is Bob, but they put their name badge on upside down, so we're just calling them Rufus. We're playing. Before you can dig any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. I will do Clank's voice if we need to. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. Remember, this... Van, how dare you make Clank cry? Ooh, you've made a powerful enemy today, my friend. Van just made Clank cry. And remember, Clank was banging Miriam only a few nights ago. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. That was how Old Claptrap has arrived. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Stand. Clank. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. He's having an argument, a brilliant argument, with a kitchen appliance. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena. Or at least don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. For those of you who have come in late, this is Professor Dog. Professor Dog is the one who leads the class. Don't. Just go with it, okay? Just go with it. Students, please, take your seats. I apologise for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. Sprinkles stops in his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Down, boy, down. Oft hoppen. Oft hoppen? He knows Spanish? That's that's super impressive. That command, shouted by Colonel Sanders, has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that. Sorry, I got a little carried away. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. This reminds me of the pigeon dating sim. Oh, I know what we're doing next. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favourite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, you truly do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Josh? Naturally, this appears to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A glass of water, a shimmering pepper, or a dog biscuit? I believe we need to poll this, and there is no way you are getting 33, 33, 33. You can't do it. Refuse to believe you're able to. Glass of water, a pepper, or a dog biscuit. There's the poll. You have 1 minute. Suck of the love's been done. This, though, awkwardly... this is amazing. I like this. I'm enjoying this game a great deal. And we will play the pigeon dating sim after, once we've finished it. We're going to finish this first. Josh, are you okay? Is the clip channel man forcing you to play this? Blink thrice if you need help. I try to let you all know that I am slowly slipping in cries for help. Visa's just behind me, whipping me. But again, that's unrelated to the stream. That's just something that I pay for. That's an extra service that you get along with the editing. But what's very important, what's most important with this is that the clip of the... I like how just a couple of people have picked up on that. The clip of the whole me reacting to Asmongold's stream, reacting to my stream, that is... It's getting some views, man. That is getting a lot of views. Okay, so we're on 32, 35, 33, 32, 34... Oh, that was close! 34, 33, 33. So close. What about John Cena's sexy high school dating sim? It's on the list. Look, I don't want to become a dating sim Twitch streamer, but if the chance is there, Can you imagine people who have watched my videos on YouTube for like MMORPG analysis and they pop over here and they're like, what is going on? If this is what has to happen, we may need to commit Sudoku. If that is the direction my life goes. Let's take the pepper, shall we? A shimmering pepper. A brightly coloured pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend! This guy again. I'm here to give you an important message. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... Cough, cough. I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... More cough. Sorry, I've got spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through. Cough. To fulfill... More coughs. The prophecy. This is very meta. I like this. Oh, Halo 2 Vista. Clickbaiter. Am I clickbaiting something? It's okay. Halo, it's alright. What am I clickbaiting? I can take time away from the stream to chat to you, mate. It's okay. Occasionally we do this. You felt clickbaiting. You felt clickbait. Oh, because I clickbaited. Or is he clickbaiting us? Is that what he... Did I kill Halo? Oh, content. Yes, I clickbaited content. That's true. Cough, cough. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh, man. I like the fact that we're never going to be able to get the actual prophecy out of the student, and I bet he is the most important person. You come to, and find everyone is staring at you. It's okay, Halo Vista. The ghost is clickbaiting. Oh, I see. Right. Yes, he is. I hate you, Josh, for killing Trove. One day, I'm just going to get drunk and I'm just going to kill all of the MMOs. I didn't know I had that power. Apparently I do. I'm going to use it for evil. That's what I'm going to do. World of Warcraft's going down next. Hey Josh, I've been binge watching your YouTube content, thoroughly enjoyed the Otherland series. Oh, thank you, I enjoyed making that series. I was explaining to my friend about the second monitor content and he linked your video and said, oh, it's the moist guy. Good. Good. I used to be an actor. People would go, oh Josh, it's the guy that can act. Now they go, oh Josh, it's the guy that you put on the second monitor and is moist. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth. And now it's gone forever. Oh shit guys, we fucked up. We may have just eaten the last pepper. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Do we demand that they stop wasting everyone's time, or do we shout? Went from an actor to an okay stream. Yeah, that's... Okay, what do we do? Do we... Let's just poll this, because you guys, for some reason, want to try and get this 50-50. Do we demand... Do we demand they stop wasting everyone's time? Or do we say you're on? Your choice. Josh, are you feeling okay? No, not really. I've come to accept this as my life. I understand this now. This is just what we do. Since you can kill MMOs, can you kill FF14? I can give it a go. I can try. But it's very hard to kill the multi-award-winning, critically acclaimed MMORPG FF14, which you can play for several, unlimited amount of time for free in the free trial, including the award-winning Heaven's Ward expansion pack. That's the thing. I'm not okay. I'm the okayest. That's what it is. Stop voting 50-50, you absolute bungalows. You complete You frickin' rhombus. That's what you are. You know what I love? I love watching JXC's content and seeing how JXC uses just random words as insults. I love it so much. The fact they were insulting someone and they went, "Shut up, you rhombus." Well, that's it. Oh, 198 to 195. 198. You are on. We advance. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down, then so be it. I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Fool. Good one, Van. I like your gumption, Josh. Thank you, Colonel Sanders. I like your gumption. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely, he'll put a stop to this madness. Hang on, who else is angry at me? Want to have a quick chat? Have a look. You didn't see me play the fool card. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. It's not a sportsing court. I hate it when, oh man, remember the sportsing courts? Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least, not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." That's what I'm talking about. I'm not a wooing. I'm not a ruing. I'm not woofing. I am definitely not yiffing. None of these things are going to happen on the stream. If you know you do not get me at my oo-wooist, do it. No, you can't make me. Do it, coward. Furry stream. It's scary, the amount of furries that come out of the woodwork. Hang on, I'm going to read that actual highlighted message just there. Wait, no, stop. I've been watching and loving your videos. Just watched The Realm of the Mad God one I've played for a long time. It's a roguelike with bullet hell with RPG. Still a roguelike. Lose all your items if you die, even if they're soulbound. Yeah, I found that even dumber. I thought that was ridiculously dumb. But thank you for letting me know. Here we go. I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Furries have been summoned for some reason. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. Now, if this is timed, I'm going to have to play it, and I won't have time to poll you guys. Just trust me. Hi Josh, first time on stream, but the clip channel is hilarious. Just go back to the clip channel. Alright, there's nothing for you here. This is just the KFC dating sim. If you want super high quality curated clips, the clip channel has got you. If you want to see... Here is what I describe. When you are creating something artistic, you have like 90% crap and 10% gold. And the 10% gold that I create goes on the clip channel. You guys are just here that is scrolling through the 90% crap. Someone's pointed out that Ashley does have the thighs going on. Obviously, it's a KFC game. Of course there are good thighs. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potato and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Right. What temperature does water boil at? 100 degrees C. That's right. But how would you have gotten into the school without knowing that? Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. What I'm scared of is that's going to be an audio clip. People now have that clip of me saying that forever. Let me go back and explain to you the importance of understanding what you say. I didn't have time to poll it. There's a timer. It's got 10 seconds. Listen. Many years ago, there was a clip of George W. Bush at a kind of speaking event. And he said, "Fool me once, shame on you. But fool me twice, can't get fooled again." And that's obviously not the same. But you know why he got it wrong? He got it wrong on purpose. He got it wrong because he was smart enough to realise that if he continued the saying, there would be a soundbite of him saying, "Shame on me." And as soon as that soundbite would have released, everyone would have shared it. That's what it is. It's not that he didn't realise how the saying ended, it's that he knew saying it would be a terrible thing to say. So you've now got the soundbite of me saying that. You are welcome. What is this game? This game is I Love You, Colonel Sanders. You're going to need to season the chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say he used? 11. There are 11 herbs and spices. Ooh, I was counting down. That's right. You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're heading in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavour? Vigilance, trust, or gratitude? You know what? Trust. Trust in the chicken. That's wrong. Fuck. That's why my cooking tastes bad. I always cook with trust. I trust myself. I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time for some dog jokes. Next question. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you never to forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy. Where do you come from? A small town where big dreams are born. That's where I come from. I come from a small town, down under. That's right. This is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. You've only got one shot. Do not miss your chance. Because this opportunity, this only comes once in a lifetime. My knees are sweaty. Palms weak. Mum has some spaghetti. But on the surface, I look sweaty. I keep on forgetting the spaghetti that I wrote down, and the whole room is so loud, and I open my cookbook and the ingredients just don't come out. It's over now. Everybody's choking somehow on the spaghetti. Time has run out. Oops. Flip back to kitchen. Spaghetti. We have M&M at home. Now, I only dropped that beat, that funky beat, about 20 seconds ago, but M&M's been real quiet since then. Hasn't tweeted, haven't seen a performance, hasn't mentioned it. Alright, ball's in his court now. Spaghetti balls in his spaghetti court. Shaking in his spaghetti. His knees are sweating. His arms are weak. Sweaty spaghetti. That's what it was. We have M&M at home. Aru. Stop making me say ooh-oo. Oh no. That was the clip. I see. I'll do a better ooh-woo later. It's alright. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling. That's wrong. Don't make me get the spray bottle. Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Josh. And if you don't believe in you, believe in the me that believes in you. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. And now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders and his stallion. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take? Colonel Sanders, his wind, his hair blowing over the horizon. What were you thinking? Get your mind back in the competition. Sprinkles is not happy. Sprinkles is not happy at all. It's so hard to determine if the bits are you adding or in the game. You are stranded on a desert island with only one desert cookbook. Hang on. A desert island with a dessert cookbook. Which do you take? Look, I've had this question before. People said to me, Josh, if you were trapped on a desert island, what books would you take? And the answer is very simple. I would take a large inflatable book, and then I would take a book called How to Make Oars Out of Sand. That is what I would take. See? Sigmar mindset right there. What a hunk. God, look at him. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry. You and Colonel Sanders, wedding vows. I clicked on the wedding vows one. I chose the wedding vows. I'm committing to it. I'm going with it. What does that have to do with crafting spectacularly fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof. Woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colourful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilised in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Oh no. Have we unfortunately decided to use the mixer instead of our hands? Clank is not happy with this. You might not have any hands, but Josh does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realise how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Josh, no! But you're not fast enough, and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. I'm sorry, Mia, are you... Oh, my cat's come to just sit next to me for some reason. Occasionally. Do you hear that gentle meow in the background? She's there. What was that? That was a cat. It's over there. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing. The battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't. She's an old girl, bless her. She's an old girl, but occasionally she likes to come over just for some head scritches, some head pats and some loves. She gets very overwhelmed. So after a couple of little head scritches, she goes to curl up into a ball and sleep for a bit. Is Huel good? I like it. I like it because I'm lazy. And again, I'm not sponsored by them, I just like it. Right. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You can't go on. Oh, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Josh's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared? Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. How are you playing this sober? I've made a lot of bad choices in my life, Era. One more ain't gonna hurt. Under this white chocolate... it's a breast. It's a boob. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find an array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavour that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Josh to do the honour, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette, atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Right, I'm going to be honest, that looks delicious. That's really nice. Mia, what is up with you? She doesn't normally want this much attention all day, and now she's walked up to me twice for some cuddles. It's okay. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed, as he... Are you quite done? Oh no, you're having a look at what's going on here. Are we good? Are you intrigued by what's happening? Okay. Do you want to jump down? Hang on, I'll move out the way. You can jump down. There we go. Okay, there we go. You can get down now. You going down? No, you're just going to stand there. Just going to stand there, are you? Is that how we're doing it today? Okay, cool. Kitten cam. Please do ASMR purr. I ooh-wooed for you earlier. Alright, you only get 1 or 2 ooh-woos each stream. Colonel Sanders is not impressed by this. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you? As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his moustache. Do we internalise the rage we feel, or do we put ourselves between Colonel Sanders and Ashley? What do we do, ladies and gentlemen? It's going to be another poll. Do we internalise? Hang on. Or do we put between? The poll is starting right now. This is not what I expected tonight. Can we kill her? Not yet. Not in front of witnesses. Alright. This is... We need to be subtle with this. Much more subtle. Internalising my rage for over 20 years. Why stop now? Yeah, we've been internalising rage for a long time. I don't want to kill her before I've made love to her. Hey, Soapy, you do you. You live your best life. Alright? If you decide that is what you want to do, let's Docky Literature Club her. Is that what we're calling it now? Fantastic. That soulbound mechanic means it's not tradable with other players. You still lose it at death. Yeah, clubbers, do you want to know why I thought that there's no way you could lose a soulbound item? No player base is going to be dumb enough to buy an item that you can permanently lose when you die from a loot box. That didn't even cross my mind. I didn't think there would be a game that is that predatory, or a player base that would be that kind of unsure. They would buy an item you can permanently lose. Right, hang on, 168 to 165. You guys got worse. You guys got worse. Internalize it. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. Is the game over? Not yet. Unfortunately, not yet. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater the wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed? At anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school. Incredibly handsome. Successful. Motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People can see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved that then I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labour or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle-scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork monster. Borco? We need to decide on an accent, guys. We need to decide on an accent. I think he needs to be sexy. Irish. Ireland. It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back after the whole fight to the death thing. Maybe you don't really want to see me anymore. But I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you. And I apologise. I know what it's like, having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems. Am I right? Oh, thanks, Borco. I'm glad that there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologise for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a Spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student until one day some mean kids with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spell book? Precisely! I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef. You shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life, Josh. Together, I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway, and we can discuss. Is Colonel Sanders frickin' Batman? He's got a hideaway. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Like, look at the pictures on the wall. Is that Pop Pop? I swear to God, he's been to Egypt. That right there is the actual Colonel Sanders, that picture just there. Look at the chicken there. I used chicken very specifically because there is another word I could have used, but I chose not. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Interitus. I got there. I was going to say rooster. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure, if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavours and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps. Now that you've got him right where you want him, should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret? Just for you. Shall we? I can't imagine there are many other Twitch streams happening right now where 1,500 people have just spammed the word cock, and it makes complete sense in the context of the stream. This is... It's almost like kissing. I want to. Right, we're going to poll it again. Do we reveal or keep it a secret? Do we reveal our secret dish? Or keep secret? I don't know why I'm polling this, because you guys just want to try and... Look, pet the cock isn't an option. And it's a chicken. It's a chicken. Keep it secret, play hard to get. You guys have a poll to do. If you screw our chances with 50-50, you know what? Fine. If we get 50-50 perfectly numbers-wise, I'll just sit here and stare into his eyes. That's all I'll do. I'll just turn the music up. And you will be forced to listen to this. Hang on. I'm going to put the filter on. Edit the filters of the game. You are now forced to listen to this. You've got a few seconds left yet. Don't threaten us with a good time. I got auto-modded. Probably from saying the word cock too much. That's probably what happened. It's good music. It is good music. Yeah, the music is pretty good. Okay, so we're at 49, 51, 187, 189. You're not going to do it, guys. You've got like 2 seconds to make it work. You're not going to work. Oh, that was close. 203 to 201. That is 0.5%. Hang on, no, 1% of 200 is 2. That is 1% out. You are 99% in sync with each other. That's pretty impressive. We keep the secret. Actually, I've said too much. Please, forget I ever said anything. You can practically hear Colonel Sanders' heart beating in his chest. He tries to act demure, but his facade begins to crack. I can appreciate a good secret, of course. In fact, I've got nearly a dozen in my fried chicken recipe alone. But I would hope that you could learn to trust me with yours. Well, I suppose you did share a secret ingredient with me yesterday, so it'd be only fair. He told me his. I have to tell him mine. Colonel Sanders' face grows serious. Yes. About that, you see... Yes, Colonel? I haven't been completely honest with you. The secret I told you was a fake. Oh no. The ingredient you shared with Miriam? It wasn't true? I didn't share the ingredient. I made something up. You're angry with Colonel Sanders for lying, but the fact that you revealed his secret shows he was probably right to do so. You mean it wasn't one of the real 11 secret herbs and spices? You see, we had only just met, and I had to make sure that you were trustworthy and capable of keeping my most important secret to me. My recipes are priceless. Well, I didn't share it with Miriam. I made something up. This is bad coding, guys. This is the first time the game has made a mistake. I have to confess, that secret ingredient you told me, I shared it with Miriam, my bestie, retconning our own game. Unfortunately, I already know this. I was very disappointed. But now that you've come clean, we can start building our relationship as fellow chefs again. I promise to be honest from here on out. I really do. I'm counting on you. Then in that case, I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Locke's hideaway. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw, until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back onto this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. I swear to God, if he comes back in a giant chicken costume, it is on. We're putting on some Barry White. This is happening. Can we look now? 100 people have left this stream since this scene started. Cowards, all of them. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. We've got... We could do it. We could do it. Okay, I'm going to touch it. We've got a button. We've got the picture of Pop. We've got the chicken. We're going to go with the chicken. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realise it isn't just realistic. It's real. Taxidermy. Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. What about the picture of Pop? Oh no, it's him when he was a child, but he still had the moustache. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and moustache combo he sports, you figure this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right? Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Let's go with this button. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? And then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. The door's just opened, guys. But before, I think we should click on this vase just here. You take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." All right. Should we go through the door? I think we should go through the door. Let's go through the door. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they mean? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks why you are wearing his jacket. Aww. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. Do we decide that now is the moment and make a big move? Do we tell him we are cold? Do we fess up and tell the truth? Ladies and gentlemen, you are about to decide the future of this specific stream. Do we make the big move? Do we tell him we're cold? Or do we tell him the truth of the fact that we just snooped around? Banned from Twitch, Pog. No, we're not going to ban from Twitch. You're allowed to stream this. I checked. I asked Mr. Twitch. Colonel Sanders himself told Mr. Twitch that I would be allowed to stream this. You're not going to vote 33, 33, 33. It's not going to happen. Stop ruining Twitch. Why are you the way you are? Why do you wake up and decide this is how you're going to be? You're not going to romance the Colonel. I'm going to try. You made us like this, Josh. I killed Twitch. What I killed was impartial voting. Because, oh yeah, Boaty McBoatface shows that the internet can, when it tries to, come together and all work together. Look, 124, 124, 122. And then you all mess it up again. You can do it, chat. You can't do it. You're too close to it. You're not going to be able to do this. 34, 33, 34, 34. You've got like 1 second left. It ain't going to work. 141, 143, 144. Had one person who voted cold have voted for truth, you would have done it. Let's see. This is why voting is supposed to be anonymous. It is anonymous. I don't know who votes for what. I can just see the total vote. 144. Let's see. Right, we're going for cold. I'm cold. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots closer to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow, and you should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Josh. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off to a slumber. Dream sequence! Terrific. Terrific. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. I am top of the category right now. Great. I'm really happy. I'm super glad that I'm top of the I love you Colonel Sanders streamers category. This is basically peak Twitch. You don't really get much for this. You know, Ninja with Fortnite, Asmongold with Warcraft. Who are they? No one knows who they are. No one even plays those games. I swear to God, if I go to Insomnia and someone walks up and goes, oh, hey, look, it's the #1 I love you Colonel Sanders streamer. What am I going to do? Put Josh on the main Twitch page. They wouldn't dare. They are... Twitch are cowards. They can't handle that this is true gaming. You're not a true gamer until you've played I Love You Colonel Sanders all the way through. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Do we... Hang on. So... Do we... The options are take him down a peg or flatter him. So, what I'm about to ask is, do we peg Colonel Sanders or do we flatter Colonel Sanders? You know what? Since playing this game, I've said a lot of sentences that I never thought I would say. Chat, that's the wrong type. Imagine if you just joined this stream. Like, there's someone's playing I Love You, Colonel. What's that all about? You join, it's just this. It's just me saying that. That's the one thing. Don't vote 50-50. Stop being the way you are. Will this go on YouTube? Every stream is going to be, every Twitch VOD is going to be fully uploaded to the YouTube channel Josh Strife Replays. Josh Strife Hays MMORPGs. Josh Strife Plays classic retro game reviews. Josh Strife Replays Twitch VODs. And we will have the complete playthrough of I Love You, Colonel Sanders on it. It will be there. 51% goes to flatter him. We are doing it. You know, I think we make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. A business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there, waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay. But now that it turns out you're fine, I can actually, finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Yeah, sure. But you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. She's fucking the appliance. That's fine. If you want to live like that, live your own life. Of course, I told him, you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. No, he turned the temperature to 69. I'm pretty sure he did. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yes, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving? As if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker. And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection was wowzers. Dear Lord, what did I just stumble into? What did I just tune into? Guys, if you've just joined us, welcome to the pinnacle of gaming. Horizon Forbidden West, terrible. Elden Ring, rubbish. All these old games that you know, just crap. Utter crap. I Love You, Colonel Sanders, epitome of gaming. When gaming started, when the very first game ever made, Tenchu 2, was released back on PlayStation 1, this is where they knew the genre would ultimately go to. Right, we've gone from there to here. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. I see. This is content. This is content. You are not wrong. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact, because, he's Pop. What's the swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles with a dog and a tweet. Don't say that I don't do the voices. I do the voices. Is that guy a Joestar? Yeah. Because look at the shape of his hair and the colour. Star Platinum. That's what it is. You can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school? There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such gentle or beautiful creature. You got some nerve, Josh, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Right, now you're just twisting my words, okay, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Josh, how's the hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing? Complimenting her. But what about the flavour of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Josh. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Damn, son. Damn. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Josh. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance, in an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel. By that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, that's the book. That looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open the book to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Could you do something else, like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic. But desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory-erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Cast the forbidden spell, or don't do it. Do we? Because we want to win the competition of cooking excellence at the Academy for Cooking, Academy of Learning. And Colonel Sanders, he's distracting, guys. He is distracting. And I don't know if I can give this cooking my all if I'm thinking about him. So if I get rid of him and his memory, I would have everything I want. I'd be the cook I wanted to be. I'd be the chef. But if I don't forget him, I may lose, but I won't forget that night. I won't forget opening the closet and putting his jacket on when he caught us and we told him we were cold and we sat by the fire. And then I almost broke and I ran. But we didn't leave. And we spoke late into the night. And he looked at us and he made us breakfast in the morning. And we were happy. I remember that even when I ran up to the horse and it kicked me in the face and it knocked us down, it really hurt, but he was there to lift us up. If I want to achieve my goal, my dream, I have to forget all of that. And that that is what we're going to find out in the next stream. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me for this 2-hour stream of I Love You, Colonel Sanders. Day 1 streamed a few days ago. We arrived at the Academy for Learning, Academy of Cooking. Day 2, we went back to Colonel Sanders' house, spent a night with him. And day 3, the next stream, the next day, will be the conclusion of this epic saga. And if you want to watch the first episode, the YouTube channel, Strife Replays, will have all of the uploaded VODs. Ladies and gents, thank you very much for joining me. I will see you all on the next stream on Wednesday. Take care. Good night.